Imagine a world swallowed by vast, unforgiving oceans, where ruthless pirates and heavily armed marines bleed for control over the tides. The spark that ignited this era came from a fallen king, a legend who marched to his execution and challenged the globe to claim the unimaginable prize he left behind. Since that day, countless souls have thrown their lives away into these lethal waters, driven by a raw, consuming greed that turns entire fleets into nothing more than shattered wood and forgotten graves. Yet, while the rest of the world sinks under the weight of its own ambition, a different kind of challenger is stepping onto the horizon. Enter a wildly fearless boy with a massive grin, entirely unbothered by the ocean's terrifying reputation. Having consumed a mysterious, cursed fruit, he possesses a physical form that defies the very laws of nature, a strange, unnatural advantage in a world of steel and fire. He has no interest in hoarding gold or conquering empires. He looks at the deadly expanse ahead and sees only the absolute liberation of becoming the freest person alive. To seize that freedom, he steers his vessels straight into the jaws of the Grand Line, a stretch of water teeming with leviathans and jagged, impossible geography. He doesn't sail alone, pulling together a patchwork crew of eccentric outcasts who carry their own deep psychological scars and tragic histories. Together, they forge a bond rooted in unyielding loyalty, willing to sacrifice everything as a united front against the staggering military forces determined to crush their dreams. With every new island, the threats escalate, forcing this small crew to clash with legendary warriors and massive pirate syndicates that rule the waves through pure terror. As the dust settles from these massive battles, they inadvertently peel back the curtain on ancient, buried centuries of history the modern world has forgotten. They find themselves squarely in the crosshairs of a corrupt global government, an absolute authority terrified of the truth, desperate to keep its darkest secrets erased at any human cost. What began as a pursuit of a legendary prize has warped into an all-out war against the architects of the world, where the ultimate reward may be the very freedom the government seeks to bury. Facing impossible odds, ancient glowing secrets, the bloody price of true liberation. This is the sweeping, unparalleled saga of One Piece. Sail alongside the Straw Hat Pirates to the very end of the Grand Line and chase an impossible dream until it finally becomes real. Because the biggest question driving this entire world still remains: what exactly is the One Piece?